A good user interface does not happen by accident. There's a whole science behind it. So let's avoid mistakes and create a great user experience for our financial tools. Mistake number 1, chasing that poor, misunderstood wow factor. I can't tell you how many times I've heard clients say they want their websites and apps to have a wow factor. But exactly what is a wow factor? When I ask them, they often get a little starry-eyed and say, "I'll know it when I see it." But probing further, I find what they really want is to make a good impression, a lasting impression. But the question is, are we confusing what makes a good impression on our customers with what makes a good impression on ourselves? An impressive customer experience is where we help the customers reach their goals. It doesn't come from having the coolest technology or even from having the fewest clicks. Remember, financial user interfaces are tools. What's impressive is when the tool gets out of the way and support the customers what they want to do. Let's face it, a wow experience may not result in raucous cheering and wild applause. After all, when was the last time you turned somersaults over a website? But what you are likely to get is higher usage, increased satisfaction, and a greater sense of trust from your customers. These, along with positive word of mouth, now that's a wow. Mistake number 2, amplifying versus simplifying. Applications and websites in financial services have screens that are notoriously dense, overstuffed with features, options, promos, offers, data, alerts, and more. Buried under this mountain of information is what the customer actually cares about. When we pile on a smorgasbord of stuff, we face the dreaded monster of feature creep, and we run the risk of overwhelming our customer. Balancing customer needs and business needs can be tricky, so get in the habit of routinely checking to make sure that what's visible is what's essential. Practice restraint. Content, even valued content, if squeezed in, will simply be ignored, or worse, be annoying. So don't be afraid to be brutal in your editing. Simplicity is nirvana. Mistake number 3. User research is not the same as market research. Budgets are tight, so teams in search of cost savings will sometimes ask if they must conduct both market research and user research, since they both get data from end users. Common questions are, what more will we learn from user research that we don't already know from marketing studies? Or, can't the UX team just use the same data? Do we have to go back to customers again? Think of it this way. When your car has a rattle and you take it into the dealer for repairs, who do you want to troubleshoot it? The marketing staff or the auto mechanics? The two groups have very different training, ask different questions, and take different actions depending upon what you tell them. So why should user experience be different? To grossly overgeneralize, market research focuses more on customer opinions and trends, whereas user research focuses on usage patterns. In other words, how people actually use the product, not just how they say they'll use it. So if you really want to know how likely it is customers will use your financial planning tool, go to the market researchers. But if you want to know how successful customers are in actually using it, go to the UX team. For more information on HFI and the full 6 mistakes article, please click on the links in the About tab and visit us online at humanfactors.com.